I'm Stephen Foskett from Tech Field Day, and we're here at OpenStack Summit in Austin, Texas. We're meeting with some of our favorite companies, especially the ones who've been to Tech Field Day in the past, and that definitely applies to these guys. We've had a fantastic time with SolidFire and with NetApp at Tech Field Day and Storage Field Day, and now SolidFire plus NetApp. We got them both. It's like two birds with one stone. So, how you doing?
Good. I'm John Griffith. I'm with SolidFire, now NetApp. I've been at SolidFire for almost 5 years now. I'm a key OpenStack contributor. I've been basically, that's my role at SolidFire, is OpenStack contributions. I'm the OpenStack lead, and this is my thing. I love it.
Yep. And so now SolidFire especially has been, well, it seems like it's almost custom made for this kind of use case.
Absolutely, absolutely. So SolidFire, our co-founder, was actually at Rackspace working on OpenStack, and that's where he came up with a lot of the ideas and the architecture and the model for the SolidFire product. So hands down, we are a fantastic fit for the OpenStack and next generation data center.
Yeah, and so you've been working at integrating SolidFire with OpenStack. What's an example of what you've done to integrate that?
Yeah, so actually it's kind of interesting. A lot of the work that I've done, it was initially just to get SolidFire integrated and get a driver and get it working. That was the original intent. It actually kind of took off though, and we decided to actually invest more heavily in OpenStack at the beginning. So about 4 years ago, myself and a couple of other folks came up with this idea of creating the Cinder project, which is the block storage project.
Yep.
And we actually led that effort and actually created the service itself.
Created Cinder.
Yeah, we created Cinder. So I did that. I served as the lead for that project for a couple of years and helped out on the TC and did other things. Most of my work has actually been focused more on the project itself as opposed to SolidFire. We just got to come along for the ride. So.
And they're happy to have you contribute because, of course, it helps them.
It's been great, and the reality is that the product itself, it fits so well and everything else. There wasn't a ton of stuff that I needed to do. Most of it was already done in the architecture and by the developers at SolidFire. Yeah. So.
Well, and so now that it's NetApp also, are you getting involved on the NetApp side, the traditional NetApp side?
Yeah, so I've always had interactions with the folks on the NetApp side, and that's always been good. They've got some really cool things going on, especially on the Manila side. You've got Ben Swartzlander and folks like that, Rob Esker, that are leading that, and that's going really well. So it's kind of cool. We've got things going on both the block side and the file share side. There's a lot of good stuff, and I think as time goes by, you'll see more of a convergence from the two of us and joining together and doing what the sign says, the unstoppable force, right? So.
And actually another thing, before I let you go, I want to ask you about is containers. Storage for containers is a big deal. It's not a solved problem, but I know that you guys are doing a lot with Docker and containers generally.
Ton of stuff going on, yeah. So I actually just did a presentation on this very topic yesterday. It's one of my favorites. SolidFire, we did a plugin for storage for Docker a few months back. NetApp also has one that they've done, and they've now actually released a whole entire platform that handles multiple backends.
Like a storage platform.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff going on. We've got a partnership with Mesos. We're doing some stuff there. All kinds of great stuff coming on. I think it's going to be really exciting. Great future there. And I'm actually trying to blend OpenStack and the Docker stories all together and use them, make it better together. So
that's great. So where can people learn more about the open source projects that you've talked about?
So there's a couple of places. One is NetApp has a GitHub IO page. You can go there and check stuff out. SolidFire has a GitHub page, and then also grab me. Look me up on IRC. It's Jay Griffith, or Twitter JDG_8. I'm happy to talk open source and open source SolidFire and NetApp.
Cool. Well, thanks for chatting with me. It's good to catch up with you here. And again, I'm Stephen Foskett. If you'd like to learn more about what we've talked about, you can find a whole ton of video about the SolidFire platform, about NetApp. We actually recorded a discussion here at OpenStack yesterday with NetApp, SolidFire as well on this subject. Frankly, the easiest way is just Google Tech Field Day and NetApp, or Tech Field Day and SolidFire, and you'll find it. So thanks for joining me.
Awesome.
And I hope we'll see you next year.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.